Louis XVI demands more from hands already empty. But the starving people rise, angry and determined. They gather to write a new constitution, a bold promise to reshape France and claim their rights. After a brutal harvest, grain supplies grow dangerously scarce. Merchants hoard what little remains, leaving the people starving and desperate. Frustration erupts into violence as peasants march to burn chateaus, smashing the symbols of their suffering and centuries of injustice. Nobles, gripped by fear, flee France in droves, abandoning their estates to the fury of the revolution. Cornered by the tide of revolution, Louis XVI finally recognizes the National Assembly. In a historic decree, the Assembly abolishes the feudal system, ending centuries of privilege and tearing down the chains that bound the peasants to their lords. But even as France celebrates its victory over feudal chains, Louis XVI conspires in the shadows, entering secret talks with Prussia. His betrayal will soon plunge the nation into deeper turmoil. France declares war on Austria and Prussia. Thousands of volunteers march, voices united in the Marseillaise, a hymn of defiance that shakes the very earth beneath their feet. In dim halls once meant for prayer, the Jacobin Club gathers. Shopkeepers, artisans, and workers speak of a France free from tyranny. They wear long striped trousers, marking themselves as men of the people, sans culotte. The Jacobins hatch a daring plan, an insurrection to shake the old world apart. On the morning of August 10, they storm the Tuileries once more. The king is imprisoned, the crown now a relic of the past. The monarchy lies in ruins, and France stands at a crossroads. All eyes turn to Maximilien Robespierre, the voice of the revolution.
Citizens, the Republic cannot survive while traitors walk free. The crown is but a mask for tyranny, and tyranny must be destroyed. Let the enemies of liberty know justice will not falter.
The verdict is passed, Louis XVI will die, the guillotine falls, and with it, the age of kings. Crowds gather, footsteps echo. One by one, the condemned walk toward the guillotine. Louis XVI climbs the scaffold. The blade falls, France has no king. Robespierre loses power. Arrested, silenced, and sent to the guillotine. After the fall of Robespierre, the Directory takes control, 5 men ruling a restless France. Corruption spreads, unrest grows, and the streets whisper of change once more. Women work hard to keep families alive. They read the Constitution, seeking their rights. Women gather, plan, and demand change. Their fight is crushed, but not forgotten. Slaves toil endlessly in the cotton fields, bound by chains of oppression. Their sweat fuels an empire built on suffering and silence. At last, news breaks. Freedom declared, the abolition of slavery. The streets buzz with news. Whispers of liberty and change spread like wildfire, igniting hope and fear alike. At every doorstep, families grasp new freedoms, their conversations weaving the fabric of a transformed society. The revolution reshapes all. Old worlds fall, new hopes rise. Liberty's flame burns bright in every heart. From revolution's ashes, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of France, a conqueror reshaping Europe with iron will and grand vision. But even the greatest fall, his empire shattered at Waterloo in 1815, marking the end of an era and the dawn of a new age. History may fade into dreams, but its echoes shape the world we wake to. The revolution ends, yet the fight for liberty is never over. The revolution lives on. In every street, every voice, and every fight for justice in our world today.